Hey guys, so in this video I'm going to be reviewing solving for a specific variable when you've got multiple variables. So what we're going to try to solve is something like 7x minus 2z equals 4 minus x times y. Now there's three different variables in this, so we are going to solve specifically for x. Before I go through and explain this, I want to first talk about distributing. You guys should remember the distributive property. It's simply if I gave you 2 times x minus 3, hopefully you would say you're going to take the 2, you're going to multiply it by x, and you're going to multiply it by negative 3. So then your final answer is 2x minus 6. Something new that we need to solve these problems is called factoring. You can think of factoring as undistributing. Okay, so when I say factoring or undistributing, I mean if I have a problem like, I'll do a different one, 3x minus 9, you're going to look at what the 3x and the negative 9 have in common. What are they both divisible by? So because 3x and negative 9 are both divisible by 3, that means we can divide this by 3 and divide this by 3. And the way we're going to write this is we're going to put a 3 on the outside and then simplify what would be left in the parentheses. So 3x divided by 3 is x. Negative 9 divided by 3 is negative 3. So if you look here, it looks like how we started our distributing problem, hence undistributing, but this is actually called factoring. So this is going to be important when we solve for the 7x minus 2z equals 4 minus x times y. So let's try to solve that now. So I'm just going to rewrite the original problem. So 7x minus 2z equals 4 minus xy, and we are going to solve for x. So since we're solving for x, our goal is to get x by itself. So what we should do first is add 2z. Now this isn't what you have to do first. If you wanted to, you could move things on the right to the left. So I'm going to add 2z to both sides and rewrite my line. So I have 7x equals, because these cancel, 4 minus x times y plus 2z. Now I have a 7x on this side, and I have a negative xy over here. So what I'm going to do is try to move my x's to one side. Now you might be confused because x is being multiplied by y, but just don't worry about it for now. So we're going to add xy, add xy. Now we can't combine this to be 8xy because the 7x just has an x. It doesn't have a y. So writing my next line, I now have 7x plus xy equals 4 plus 2 times z. What I'm going to do now is get x by itself. So x is not currently by itself, it's being multiplied by 7 and it's being multiplied by y. So a common mistake for students is to just keep moving it back and forth. You don't want to keep moving it back and forth because that's not going to get you anywhere. We need to get an x by itself. That's where this comes from. Factoring and undistributing. we're going to look at what they have in common, divide it out, and write it on the outside. So if I look at 7x and I look at xy, what do the two have in common? They both have an x. So I'm going to put an x on the outside and divide it out. So 7x divided by x is going to leave me with a 7. xy divided by x is going to leave me with a y. Close my parentheses and bring everything else down. Now x is alone. So I need to move everything else to the other side. Because multiplication is happening here, I'm going to divide by 7 plus y, and I'm going to divide this side also by 7 plus y. So then my 7 plus y's cancel, and on the left side I've got x by itself, and this is going to equal 4 plus 2 times z divided by 7 plus y. And that is your final answer. So hopefully this is helpful. If it's not, try watching again, or feel free to come and get some help after school.